What's going on, everybody? We're here at the 2022 Equip Expo at the Echo Means Business Social Media Lounge, and we're here going to do an interview with Ken Osberg. So, Ken, could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role in Echo?
Right. So Ken Osberg, I'm the director of marketing at Echo. I've been with Echo about 7 years, and so I'm responsible for the brand, the channel, and the creative group for Echo.
Awesome. It's been a good experience so far over here in the Expo. Just amazing things to see. And if you're here watching this, definitely make sure you check out the Echo booth. Ken, I want to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. The first question I have for you is, how did the idea of Echo Means Business originate, and what has it led to within the community?
Well, Echo wanted to get closer with end users and have a personal relationship for a lot of reasons. Product development, staying close to the industry. And so we sought out users for that. And then that was step one. Step two then was basically finding a way to give back to the community in some way. And so by working with the initial group of UAG members, the EMB program was born from basically working with them and understanding what their needs were as a community, which at that time was really in its infancy. And so the UAG started to connect with one another, and then the EMB platform was born as a place for the pros to help one another. And so it was really our vision of wanting to be closer with the pros, which led to basically finding ways to give back to the community, which you guys all have built.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I've myself been a member of the program for, this will be my third year, and just it gets better every single year working with Echo and just having that interaction with the community. So it's very informative and good for the community, I believe, as well, too. What are some things that Echo takes into consideration when coming up with new ideas for new products?
Well, the key there is our product management team. They're in the field and they're working closely with pros and trying to find those insights on what pros need from products. And really, that's the secret sauce right there. That's how we develop. That's how we innovate. Is our product management team working with guys like yourself, men and women, on what are the unmet needs. And it all starts there, and then it works into engineering, and takes off from there.
Yeah, one of the things I like about Echo is that they're always listening to feedback and always taking our point of view. At the end, we're working with these pieces of equipment day in and day out, and so we like the fact that you guys really listen to what we have to say, which is really, really awesome. How does Echo keep up with the current trends? And it's a two-part question. So what separates Echo from the rest of the industry?
It's kind of a similar answer as just the last one. So with the product managers being close to the pro, we're able to understand again what those needs are and to innovate to those needs, and that's our differentiator because we are really close with the user, and we'll use the PB9010 as a great example. I mean, Echo's. We invented the backpack blower. It's our heritage, but understanding how pros needed more power, but yet lightweight. And so finding those right balances and insights from the users is what drives the innovation and separates Echo from the competition.
Yeah, it's very, especially where I'm from in New England, we get a lot of leaves, and I'll tell you that 9010 has been a godsend when it comes to doing leaf cleanups, and also as a multi-function tool. You could use it for just about anything that you need to kind of clear up for debris, so it comes in really awesome. And like you said, being lightweight, portability, you're on it a long time, it takes a toll on you. So if you have a product like the 9010, it's a first-hand experience. It's been really, really awesome for at least for my business.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. So my next question would be, what do you admire most about the outdoor equipment community, and how important are expos like this to Echo?
I really admire how the community has connected over the last 5 to 7 years. It's just been so much fun to watch. And again, Echo was kind of there at the beginning, and we've seen how it just is blown up, I guess, and the relationships that have been built, and how one another is helping each other. And that's been so fun to watch and participate in with the UAG and the EMB program, and it's been a lot of fun. And that's yeah, it's great to see how everybody's helping one another. You don't see that in a lot of other industries,
No.
and so I think it's a really cool thing.
Yeah, and for me at least, it's like it's nice and comforting knowing that everybody is willing to step up and help out. Everybody wants to give their input. You know, if you have a question, there's 5, 6, 7 different people that are quick to answer whatever you have going on, and it's just that network, that community is just a good place for people to kind of go to if they need any information or resources.
Right.
It's been really awesome. So let me ask you this: what's your personal favorite Echo product and why?
Well, probably the GT 225. All right, so yes, that's a homeowner model, not a pro
Okay.
model, but I'm not a pro. I'm a homeowner, and so I bought that before I worked at Echo. And so my story there was I was at the Home Depot. I was at the checkout, and I had another brand in my hand, about ready to buy it, and there was a pro landscaper in line right in front of me, and he turns around, he says, "You're going to buy that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Do yourself a favor, go put that back. Go get yourself an Echo. You're going to spend another $20, but you are going to thank me later because it will run forever." And I did. So I went back. I put the whatever I had back and picked up the Echo, and I've had that, and he was right. That thing just runs. And I haven't. I mean, this is bad, right? I work at Echo, and I don't do the right maintenance on my own equipment, so it's never had a fuel filter. It's never had an air filter done to it. I run the Red Armor fuel through it. But aside from that, I haven't touched it. And this thing, it starts every spring. It starts on every pull. It's just been a rock star. So that's my favorite tool.
That's pretty awesome. You know, going back to like your first piece of equipment from Echo that you purchased and just having that memory is really cool. I think if I were to pick one, I'd probably go around the same route that you did. My first Echo product was the PB580T, the backpack blower.
Yeah.
And similar situation, I was just shopping for a homeowner backpack at the time, and my area, a lot of people relied on Echo, and I never had one before, so I just figured it must be good, and I still own it to this day.
Really?
And that thing starts up on the first pull all the time.
How many years ago was that?
Oh wow, I'd have to say maybe 6 or 7, 8. Actually, probably more than that.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's been a while, but the 580T is just been a reliable backpack for me. Very versatile. Use it for smaller jobs, or it's able to to kind of tackle some things if you need it for a spare backpack blower. Works out really well too.
Yep.
So yeah, it's pretty awesome to hear that story. But yeah, a few years back, I lose track of time all the time. I think my next question would be, well, we all know, or some of us know, that Echo just celebrated their 50th year anniversary. Where do you see Echo looking ahead in the next 50 years?
I think we have to ask our end users because they dictate our future, quite frankly. Because like we've been saying here, we listen to what they need, and we follow our end users and what their applications are and what equipment they need to solve their, I'm not going to say issue, but whatever applications they run into, we want them to turn to Echo, and so that's really our future is what you need, and being close to pros is how we'll get there.
Yeah,
so
it's awesome. It's been a strong 50 years, and it's going to continue to be a stronger 50 years from now on, which is going to be really, really awesome.
Yeah.
But, Ken, I'd like to thank you for this interview. It's been great this whole entire week over at Equip Expo. If you guys are interested, make sure that you visit www.echomeansbusiness.com for more information, where you're going to find a lot of useful resources from professionals within the industry. If you're brand new to the business, then it's a great place to go if you have a lot of questions, and just very informative, and just kind of network with that group of people that are willing to be there. We're all in the same game. So Ken, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. It's always been an honor. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon.